car crashes into water, quickly sinking.
There are times in my life when I see news stories and I'm like, how did that happen? This next story fits right into that little compartment for us to take a look at. How the hell can somebody die from this? I'm RJSMITH. Thanks for stopping by. Let's get it.
A recent victim is the sister-in-law of Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell, billionaire businesswoman Angela Chow, who lost her life after backing her Tesla into a pond.
How the hell did this lady back her car up and end up in a pond, not even a lake? And she didn't survive that? She drowned? Very sketchy.
McConnell referenced the tragic accident in his resignation announcement last week.
We tragically lost Elaine's younger sister, Angela, just a few weeks ago.
Angela's sister is Elaine Chow, former Secretary of Transportation during the Trump administration.
I don't know. It doesn't pass the smell test. What's funny is that she's a billionaire. She's related to Mitch McConnell. There's that whole political intrigue there. I just want to know one thing, very simple for me. How the hell did this woman, who's clearly an adult, manage to put her car in reverse when she meant drive? And then she had enough time to get out of the car when it hit the pond, but she didn't. Power, money, control. Maybe she knew something she wasn't supposed to know. Let's see.
The billionaire shipping heiress was attempting to make a three-point turn at her ranch outside Austin, Texas, when she reportedly put her Tesla into reverse instead of drive, sending the vehicle into a pond on her property.
Holy shit! She did this on her own property, in her own car, in her own pond. Imagine backing up, trying to do a three-point turn in your driveway, but before you start the first segment of that three-part turn, you gun it in reverse and end up dead? I don't know, folks. Maybe it's just me, but it feels weird.
Now, according to reports, Chow first called her friends on the phone for help, and one actually jumped into the water in an attempt to rescue her, but was unable to break the Tesla's window.
She had time to make a phone call to her friends for help when all she had to do was put the window down. Maybe the window was already down. But in a Tesla, everything's electric. You got about 30 seconds before the electric ends in any vehicle that goes in the water. Once that car goes under the water, electrical dead. I'm trying to picture myself or anyone in my family backing out of our driveway right into the water here at the house. Even if the driveway was in the backyard, on the water. I don't see how that happens. I don't see how she doesn't get out. It doesn't make sense. Common sense and logic, that's what we deal with here on this show. There just isn't any in this story. I think it's pretty funny that McConnell is retiring from the Senate at the same time. Maybe this was a hit?
Dr. Gordon Giesbrecht is an expert on car submersions. In this demonstration, you can see Giesbrecht deliberately drive a car into a lake. The car fills with water. Giesbrecht makes his way to the back seat.
This is a mistake. You never climb into the back seat to try to get away from the water because a car is going to go down with the engine. So the engine is in front of the car. It's going to go down that way. And the back seat will be the last thing to go in the water, but there's no escape from the back seat. You're in the front seat. You need to get out of that window. You can see that the car is sitting on top of the water there for a good minute. Plenty of time to get out of the vehicle. That leaves the question, was the lady drunk? Maybe she was inebriated. Maybe she was under a controlled substance. Maybe she was unconscious when the car went into the drink. Now that's a conspiracy theory.
Need to get out of that vehicle as quick as possible. You've got about 1 minute to finish everything. We advise SWAC, seatbelts off, windows open, out immediately, children first.
You mean they aren't a ladder for me to climb over to get the hell out the car? No, just joking, of course. It's terrible. And the women and children first, of course. We're going to do women and children first. It's kind of weird that they demand that, right? Oh, women and children first, your life doesn't matter. Just the women and just the children. You are a useless male, which makes you complete garbage, and you can die in the car while my wife and my child will get out fine, but I'll die. That sounds like a great deal to me, huh?
Avoid the natural instinct of calling 911 because you'll lose critical time.
If you grab your cell phone, basically you're going to die.
Seconds are ticking away as you are in this car that is now filling with water. You should be able to put the window down. Even though you're in water, the batteries are still working. For about, like he said, 45 seconds to a minute, I would say. But yeah, you have a chance to get out. You got to break the window or put it down. Now they're saying in Tesla the windows don't break. That is a huge manufacturing problem.
In another demonstration, Giesbrecht and his team show how to get out correctly. They get their seatbelts off, open the windows, and escape the sinking vehicle.
Your car is basically a boat with a big leak.
The gentleman got out of the car through the front window. As soon as the car went into the water, he was prepared to put the window down, right, and get out. Most people aren't prepared for that. So I could definitely see how someone could panic, not put the window down, and not get out of the car. I could even see how someone would try to call 911, or in this case, her friend, but it was too late. So, how do you get out of a car that's sinking? Can't open the door. That's number one. Don't even try it. If there are electric windows, put them down as soon as you hit the water. As soon as you are cognizant that you are in the water, put those windows down. And then just simply swim out the window. Very simple. But you have to be prepared. You have to have a window breaker. I would break that window. I don't care if there's a film on there or not. I would break that freaking window. And you can break that freaking window. If you're really worried about this sort of thing, you just don't get window tint, and that'll fix your problem. Let's see what the conclusion is.
Could Angela Chow have saved herself if she had a hammer or glass breaker? Could she have broken the windows of her Tesla and gotten out, like this demonstration? AAA's Robert Sinclair says probably not.
They are telling people that it's unlikely they'll be able to break their windows. Well, that would prevent people from going out and buying a glass breaker, a hammer, or whatever you want to have to break that window. I think you could break it. If I had a hammer in that car, I could have broke that freaking window, film or no film. So are we really being told the truth? Or do Teslas trap you? Like a coffin, where it's lights out, sayonara, baby.
I've always thought you're supposed to try to break the window with one of those window smasher things. Is that really the case?
They're now building cars with laminated side windows, so even if you had a window breaker, it won't work because your side window is just like your windshield now.
How do you design a window to not break in an emergency? I know you want to make it so they don't shatter and go all over the place during an accident. Good safety feature. However, for those of us who live around water, if you accidentally drive into water or have a crash or somehow get into the lakes or the actual intercoastals, we have many of them, rivers. If you get into one of them in a car, you're not going to be thinking that that was going to happen, so have a hammer ready, right? Be prepared. Put something in your car right now. This way, if this ever happens to you, you have it. Always know where it's at so you can escape with your life. Common sense and logic. I'm RJ Smith. Thank you for stopping by today. We'll see you right back here Monday morning.